Do we need to help others to awaken? I hear so often from my students, whenever they start realizing the truth, they feel urged to go and save the world and just share that, push that information onto others and make everyone understand and awaken. And that is a trap, that is an illusion, because there is no such a thing as something going wrong in this reality. It's all under control. Like, it's all going the way it should. Just understanding that there are phases in our growth, phases in our development, basically at least understanding the difference between phases of expansion, in which we gather information, and then the phase of contraction where we integrate that information. So if you are currently in the phase of integration and you've expanded as much as your capacity allowed for this moment, and you've reached your maximum point of expansion, you took as much information as you could from the world. Now you took for yourself this time to integrate it, to incorporate it, to make it your own. And during that process of integration, you are realizing certain things. You start getting insights and connecting to different fields of information. The moment you feel urged to share that information to others, you automatically switch into the opposite stage again. That sharing of information is again the stage of expansion. So that's shining the light out. So if you are not fully done with your integration, halfway along that process, you drop your task and you start sharing and you start shining. So you're not fully integrated yet. You start shining. People will not hear you. They will not understand what you're trying to say, to explain. Your information will not be received fully and openly. So you will be stuck again, not fully expressed and not fully integrated. Like, you will be stuck in between these phases, which is, like, as you can guess, probably a waste of time. So when you just focus on yourself and realize that your own task is to right now you're in a stage of integration. And while you integrate, you understand more and more and more and more. You go deeper and deeper and deeper, and you realize more and more and more. And you get access to deeper and deeper truth of yourself and of this understanding of this reality. And in that process, it's important to understand there will be people who are also constantly, like, at this same time with you, who are also in that same stage of integration. And those are the people with whom you will easily get along, and you will understand each other because you're doing the same thing. Basically, you're working on the same thing. Like, they are integrating and you're integrating, so you will understand each other. But the people who are at that specific moment still in the stage of expression, still in the stage of expansion and stage of expanding their borders and shining out and trying to occupy more space and to gather more information about the world, you will simply not align with those people. They will not understand what you're talking about. You will not understand why they're doing what they're doing. So there's basically no point to try to push them to awaken at the same time with you. They're busy doing their own thing. They're busy collecting information about the world, about themselves, and in that stage of expansion, they will look bad, aggressive, negative to you, because any kind of expansion implies that while expanding, you will be stepping on to other people's, like, borders, crossing other people's borders, and you will be kind of expanding and invading other people's space. So in that process of expansion, whether you want it or not, you will be the bad one. You will be the aggressor. You will be the invader. You will be the devil. You will be the evil, because the expansion implies curiosity. And curiosity was the main quality of Lucifer. Just wanting to know what's there, what happens if I do this, what happens if that quality of shining the light out of myself, spreading my light out and expanding and taking more space to see how far can my light go, how far can I shine the light, like how much more space can I take in this world, in this space, in this universe, or whatever. So any movement of expansion implies that you will be invading space. You will be an aggressor. You will be the Lucifer in that process. And Lucifer, the shining one, why is he considered bad? This is why. So if you are in the process of integrating, you are actually going deep inside of yourself, closing and maybe cutting off some useless connections, or stopping to collect more experiences and more data from outside. You turn inward and you try to find answers inside of you. So you look more inside yourself, inside your own darkness, trying to understand your own darkness, your own origin, understanding of who you are, what you are. So that work looking into the darkness is actually the considered like the work with light. So that paradox, once again, everywhere we repeat that we have to deal with the same paradox. What is light? What is darkness? The one who is shining is considered to be the aggressor. Is the expansion is actually aggressive. Expansion is actually negative. Expansion, shining of the light, is what we perceive as negative action. And the action of digging inwards, looking inwards, is what we consider good. That is work with darkness. The information that darkness can give you when you look inside of you is where all the insights and where the sources of light and realizations come from. So that paradox is essential to understand. And so once you understand that, you realize that there will be people who are still in the phase of expanding their borders and trying to explore how much more space can I invade, how much more people can I annoy or disturb or hurt, or just I'm trying to, like, how far can I go, how much more chaos can I create in this world before I kill myself, like before killing myself. And that is the stage that some people are in, and you cannot convince them to turn inward right now. It's not their time to turn inward. They need to reach their own limit. Once they do, they will naturally start the inward movement. Maybe in this lifetime, maybe after a few lifetimes. It's their own timing, depending on how long it takes them to explore this side of themselves. So when they're done with that, they will be able to turn inwards. And it is not your task to convince anyone to turn their direction of their growth or expansion. First of all, you can't convince, because this is a natural process. Once they naturally reach their capacity, their maximum capacity, once they reach their real borders, once they get tired of collecting data, once they really get tired of hurting people and experimenting and trying, and once they understand the level of their own, like, how bad can I be, how much more space can I invade before they kill me for annoying them. So until they reach that maximum point, they will not be ready to hear you or to turn inward. So you're moving inward, integrating, and you will naturally align with those people who are doing the same work at the same stage. They are also working on the same process. So that's all about, like, do you have to force others to listen to you? That's a waste of time, because it just slows down your own work, your own progress, because you're half integrated. You start sharing they don't get you anyway. They push on you, so it's just pointless movement, and you don't reach your maximum point of awareness of integration that is available to you at this specific moment. So leave all the people alone. The ones who resonate with you, they will find you. So just do your thing. See you later.